How many times throughout your day do you actually give thanks for things that happen? How many times do you actually feel gratitude in your heart for things that happen? Just like out of nowhere, like things that actually did not need to happen, but they did happen, you know? Like, for example, have you ever gotten hurt and you had the ability to procure a Band-Aid or get some healing ointment for it? You know, like it's just like so easy to get stuff if you live in like a first world country. Like you can literally get anything at any moment. You can get food, you can get smoothies, you can get Band-Aids, you can just get everything that you need. You know, you can be healthy. We have the means to be healthy if we live in a first world country. How often do we think about this? That there are people in the world that don't have homes, that don't have the ability to gain access to resources such as Band-Aids, bro. Right? Or food, even. Like, people don't have clean environments. They're not healthy. Their life is compromised. Their life force energy is compromised. This is something that, like, I take very seriously. And I also feel very helpless, which I'm not, nobody is. But, like, I get agitated at the fact that I feel that I can't do anything about this. But that's beside the point. So it's important that we have gratitude in our hearts for everything that we do have, the people in our lives, the people that have stayed with us, the people that love us, the people that appreciate us, that listen to us, like you guys. Like, I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for people that I have had the opportunity to love as well. The thing about love is that it's not what we think it is. Like, it doesn't need to be reciprocated in the way we think it does. Love is free. It's free flowing. It's like the most free energy in existence. It's the most healing energy in existence as well. But we don't need to think of it as being romantic or anything like that. Like, it's very pure, high frequency energy. And we can share it with one another very easily, very simply, when we see people as just being just like us, right? And having God's source within them. And we see others as our siblings, as our brothers and sisters, because truly that is what we are. This whole notion of community has been removed by governmental systems and by people in power, who are actually not people in power. People who are truly in power are quiet, are silent, are the ones that keep to themselves, the ones that really pretty much nobody ever hears about. These are the people that cultivate love within their hearts and gratitude, like I said, because that's power. You know, that's real power. Gentleness is power. Softness is power. Authenticity is power. Yeah. What we think power is actually not power. It's burden, you know. It's loss. It's your life force energy leaving you when you feel the need to prove a point, or when you feel the need to be in your ego, or when you feel the need to even do something for others, and you feel this burden of responsibility. Like, that's also living from a lower state of vibration. Because if we can just do all things from a place of service, then like loving service, devotional service, then we are truly living from our natural state, which is love, which is devotion, which is what the soul is made of, right? So anything other than that, and we forcibly lower our vibrational state of being. This gives way to all sorts of health issues, first within the mind, right? First the thoughts get corrupted. Then after the thoughts get corrupted, the body gets corrupted. And you have all sorts of health issues. Ask me about this. It could be anything. It could be acne, fatigue, headaches, dizziness. It could be things that you don't even think are health issues. Like, no, we all deserve to be living at our most optimal state, because truly that's our truth, right? And so whenever we experience any other state of being, like I said, even headaches, like small stuff, we're out of alignment, and it's our body telling us that, hey, you're out of alignment in some way, you know? Like, personally, I'm always hurting myself, like, really, in all types of ways physically. Like, it's just so bad. Like, I'll bump myself or bruise myself or burn or cut myself, you know, accidentally, and I don't even realize how, or it's just me being out of alignment, and so I'll notice it later. And like, even when I don't get enough sleep and stuff, because I always I always don't, which is not good. So like, optimability, balance is like, it's so hard to reach because it's so important to be there. You know what I mean? Like, as equally as it is hard to achieve, that's how important it is to actually cultivate and have it stay there, have it remain, So how can we cultivate balance and like have it stay? Well, we just have to do it through a process of repetition, right? Habitual repetition. All of the things that we do are habits. All the thoughts that we think are habitual. And so when you can literally train yourself to think differently, you will have different habits as a result. And it's not easy. It's probably the hardest work that you'll ever do on yourself is self-work, right? Healing oneself. You could like try to heal other people. You could be a very good healer for others. But if you're not healing yourself and if you're not working on yourself, ultimately, like, your abilities won't be as effective either as well for others. Number one. Number two, you may be healing in a way that is more draining for you. Like the route that you take may not be the most optimal route, right? So people that claim to be coaches, healers, and the like, it's good to study yourself, just to see. You come first, and you should know this. So make sure that you are putting yourself first, because you really do come first. If you are not catering to your own spiritual needs, emotional needs first, mental needs, then like, how are you going to do anything? Like, you're not going to be growing, in your own energy. And so you won't be able to help others grow or help others heal as well, because everything is a ripple effect, right? And it took me a long time to get this, guys. Like, for the longest time, I was thinking like, okay, I have to, really be in my masculine energy and like do a lot of work for other people and get things done, deal with stuff, deal with life stuff, be there for others, the people around me. And it was like, I'm still kind of there, so, but it's like, not ideal really, because when we're constantly like in that state of just needing to get things done, we don't actively take attention to ourselves or like put attention to ourselves, to our own minds, right? And so we can get very burnt out. And so the healer that's burnt out or the coach that's burnt out, they're not living in their truth. They're not, they're not living in their purpose. And people that really do well by living in their purpose, they pay attention to themselves first. They're selfish a little bit. It's important to know when to be selfish and how to be selfish. You have to be selfish in the right ways. There's a right way to do everything. So same thing with selfishness. There's optimability when it comes to being selfish as well. And if you're selfish in the wrong way, you can really hurt yourself and other people as well. If you just like try for the longest time, this is what I was doing. Like, I was like, okay, I'm going to protect my peace. Like, I'm just going to do what I have to do. I'm not going to let anybody really too close to me or too close to my heart. I'm just going to, keep it thugging, what I mean? And like, that has really negative effects on anybody, because, and like me as well, it really did affect me negatively, that mindset, because you don't heal, you're not happy, you can't heal. Like, when you put up walls of defense or you close your heart, how can you heal, right? Like, we crave relationships, we crave connections, we crave love, because it's our natural state. And like I said in the beginning of this audio, love is not what we think it is. It's not giving and receiving love. No, it's sharing. It's not like you don't take accountability for anyone else's like actions or inactions. It's none of that. It's unconditional. Real love is unconditional, and it's like the most important thing that we could cultivate within ourselves, because then we heal and we shine and we grow and we glow, and we're able to be ourselves fully and like move on upwards from there, and we get so happy, you know what I mean? We get ecstatic, like and so the car agrees. There's like a car over here It's like making a ton of noise. And our joy, it's infectious. It radiates, like people need joy. The world needs joy. It needs hope, that things will improve, that things can improve, that people can heal around the globe, that people can have access to basic human needs and resources. Like people need that information of, hey, it's going to happen. People need that hope. And people also need, other people who are humanitarian to make a difference, Like, for example, if you have a lot of money, right? Just this is my outlook on this, okay? And we know that we're going to die. This. This is not new information to you, right? And so you have a lot of money, etc. You want to pass it on to your kids. Let's say you have kids. Okay, fine. You want to pass it on to your kids. But what's even more important than any of this is knowing how to allocate it properly to various institutions that can distribute resources to people that actually could benefit from the wealth that you have in a practical manner, right? Food, housing, shelter, number one. Number two, if you have money, that means you probably have time, right? They go together. So then now you have the time to teach people how to make money, to teach people in third world countries how to make money, to teach your children how to make money, so you don't have to give out all of your net worth to them, but you can invest it while you're alive in institutions that'll help the people that are alive right now across the globe. Do you guys know what I mean? This is very, very important. This is the most important thing, we crib and we cry and we complain about things that are so trivial, and when I say we, I mean me, first and foremost, you know what I mean? In the sense that we get caught up into thinking I mean mine, I have to do XYZ in order to even prioritize my ego or make sure that my ego is being fulfilled in some way, right? And that, it just keeps you stuck. You go nowhere. You circle the drain. Really, nothing really touches your soul when you're in that mindset. And so you can't properly be who you really are. You're controlled. You're dominated by the ego, which is such a negative place to be. It's really such a controlling space, because then you don't know happiness. Your whole life is a checklist, and that was me for so long. It still kind of is. I'm working on it, you know what I mean? But yeah, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. The best way to teach others is through the clarity of your own example. Okay, write that down. So that's the best way to teach others is through the clarity of your own example. You teach others by being yourself. Some of the best teachers of our globe at this current point in time are the most well-known individuals, pop stars, music artists, etc. And society likes to hate on them, and I never will. Because I can see the genius within the soul of anybody that is brave enough to bear it. You know what I mean? So it's important that we learn from others instead of trying to think that we are all normal people. None of us are normal. We are exceptional. Each one of us is exceptional. Truly. And you got to know that in order for you to go out and be exceptional so that others can benefit from your exceptionability. Okay? I hope that's a word. So yeah. So that's what I had for you guys today. Your gratitude is your power. I realized this when I had my first enlightenment experience 5 or 6 years ago. I realized how your gratitude is actually your superpower, because it generates a expansion in your heart chakra center that then illuminates outward from you and literally expands into your auric field. It infuses and impermeates all the cells of your body. It heals you energetically, fully, right? Energetically, physically, etc. Mentally as well. And this expansion of the heart through gratitude is what actually sets the ball rolling for future events to happen in your life that are beneficial to you, to your highest self, actually. And this frequency benefits others as well around you. because as you speak, as you emote, as you live, as you carry out your interactions every day, people can feel that energy, right? Whereas the opposite, the energy of depression or pain, sadness, heartbreak, like people can feel that as well. So be sure not to break your own heart. Be sure not to break the heart of another person. It's probably the worst thing that anybody can do is to intentionally hurt somebody. And if you have unintentionally hurt somebody as well, which I think we all have, it's good to be mindful of that, to forgive yourself, to forgive the other person as well. Like, this is the work I'm talking about that benefits us for all of time immemorial, not just now on this present timeline, but it expands outward to various other timelines, and it hits us there as well, future timelines and the like. So I hope you guys enjoy this audio. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. Comment down below anything you want if you'd like to. Like this video for more like this, and subscribe to my channel for more. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.